Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly supported by Pennies. Get this season's must-haves in a store near you.
Welcome to Hold My Drink Extra Juice, brought to you by Primark, the ultimate high street destination that has everything you need for a stylish and chic autumn winter season. Primark or Pennies is the ultimate high street store that we all know and all love. Has it all under one roof. At the moment, I'm actually wearing
You look
the items.
adorably comfy. I'm jealous.
This is the softest coat I've ever owned. It's like, I feel like a polar bear in it.
Do you?
Yeah, so they have gorgeous hero coats. They have your PJs. They have glam satin ones. PJs are always a great gift as well
I love
for
PJs.
Christmas time.
Like any sort of Chris Kindles or any, like, you can never have enough pairs of PJs.
No.
Especially Pennies ones. So wrap them up good. Perfect gift.
And snuddies as well,
Yeah.
which I'm obsessed with.
I need to get now on, actually, to be honest. For the fashion glam girl, you can set yourself up for some styling success with the must-have on-trend cargo pants. I love a pair of cargos.
I love pair of cargos.
They just go with everything.
It's a really good thing to wear when you don't know what to wear.
Cargos, yeah.
Yeah,
It just makes you look like you actually thought about your outfit.
we didn't.
But
yeah.
but you didn't, yeah. So they've loads of cargos in loads of different shades. The perfect suit for the season. It's a gorgeous chocolate brown suit in there. Charlene actually wore it on Instagram. It was gorgeous. They have lovely zebra print bits and bobs, blazers, coats, jeans. Basically, any outfit you need for any sort of autumn winter occasion.
I love every time I go into Pennies, it's like, I'm like, wow, didn't know Pennies do that. Like, they have everything.
Something new
Yeah, everything.
all the time.
They also have it all for the boys. So for the men in your life, if you have any, you can get the Chem Set A X Primark Man range. Our friend Sean actually wore
Yeah,
a gorgeous suit
he
from
looked
Pennies.
stunning.
Oh my God, it's like 10 out of 10.
He looked amazing.
There's also the Stacey Solomon X Primark Kids range, which is adorable. So you can pop into a store near you now, so you can head in, or you can also go online on www.primark.com/ie to check out other autumn winter pieces beforehand, so you can plan. what
But
you
it
wanna buy.
never works.
It never works.
Go in for cotton pads, leave it 2 bags.
I would like to attend Pennies soon, actually.
I need to.
Yeah.
Once I do my like cleaning of my bedrooms at home and stuff,
Yeah.
then I'll go in and start getting ready for winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good idea. So this is our bonus episode that comes out every Monday on the GoLoud app or wherever you get your podcasts, where we answer even more of your secrets and stalls. We get so many in. We were told today that there's
Yeah.
hundreds,
Mm-hmm.
which is mad, and we try to get through them all, but obviously you can resend them as well. But we also always ask for follow-ups
Yeah.
and updates, and we got one today.
I'm scared.
Okay. So we haven't read this. So Leanne always puts together a document for us. So we haven't actually read this, and she was like, don't read it
like, "Don't
until
read
she
it."
said
Yeah.
don't. So I'm scared. I've been ruining this girl's life. So in bonus episode 27, we answered this dilemma. There's a guy that works in my local shop that I'm attracted to, and I think he's attracted to me too.
I remember.
I always think about this one when I'm in shops now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm in the shop, he's always chatting to me and compliments my hair, etc. Always asking how I'm doing, but we've had banter, but he's never made the move. I'm not sure if he's just being friendly and is like that to all customers, or if he's actually attracted to me. I'm debating whether to make the move myself, but I'm not even sure if he's single or what his situation is. If you were me, would you address the situation, ask for his number, or just leave it be and see if he ever asks? Thanks.
Fuck, what did we say?
We said to try find a sly way
Oh, yeah.
to add him on social media or Instagram. Have you seen this video? I'll send it to you. Just say it. So she's got back in touch with an update.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
Hi girls, me again. Thank you for your ideas on the podcast. Just an update. I wrote my number down and gave it to him.
God, I love it.
Cringe. She said cringe. I've never done anything like it before. He is single, thank God, and we've met up twice so far. And it's going well. It worked out in the end. Thanks, girls. Oh my God.
Oh my God, we
See?
did it.
Sometimes high five.
Woohoo.
Sometimes like shooting your shot, it works. Well, a lot of times it works.
Come here. She shot her shot more than we said. We were trying to find sly
Yeah,
ways.
that's even well.
We were like slyly finding his Instagram. She
Yeah.
said, nah, fuck that.
Give her
I'm going to
number.
go straight in, no kissing. Here's my number.
Oh my God.
Fair play. to you,
Fair
girl.
fucks to you. That
We're
is.
so proud of you.
Oh my! Imagine they've got
I
married.
feel like I've just sent my child on our first date.
No, literally. I'm so proud of you. That
Oh
is
my
so
God.
good.
Keep us in the loop. More dates and stuff.
Oh my God.
And how it goes. And we'll be expecting an invite to the wedding.
What an adorable way as well of like, if they were to get together, of talk about how they met in
Yeah.
the shop. Like,
I wonder, does he know that she asked us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That we're the well, we're not the reason, but
No.
oh my god, no, I'm so happy for you.
Girl, fair play to you.
That makes me very, very happy.
That's
girl.
made my day.
Yes,
It really has.
Oh, good luck to you both.
Yeah.
So getting into our secret installs for this week. As always, we also say keep us updated. 'Cause we love hearing the updates. And you can send them in to homeordrink@goloudnow.com, which is our email address.
The first one is, hi girls, I was seeing a boy for a few months knowing he was moving to Canada by the end of the year. We were basically like full on a serious relationship without actually saying it to each other. Like see each other all the time, going on dinner dates every week, talking, texting 24/7. No label as such was ever put on us because he always said he was heading away, but I know we both really liked each other. Just before he left, I found out he had been sleeping with someone else and his excuse was he knew he was going away. He said it was only a one-time thing, but my automatic thought is that he is lying and that he had been seeing them all along. We left it on pretty bad terms, we left it on pretty bad terms with me being really cross, and I feel awful that now he has left and I feel like I've lost someone that I thought would be a friend. I want to message him and ask him how he's getting on, but I'm also holding back because what's the point? He's left the country. I know I'm not going to get closure from the situation and I don't know what I'm expecting the outcome to be of even speaking to him. What's your advice on how I should move forward? P.S. He won't be back for 1 or 2 years. Thanks, girls. Appreciate the advice. Nah. Leave it as a chapter closed.
Yeah. You don't need to be on good terms with everyone. I always say
you
this.
don't always need closure. As much as you think you want it, it doesn't actually change anything. It doesn't change your feelings, doesn't solve anything or prove anything.
I think this is gonna, if anything, like open up a box of feelings that you probably have put away a little bit. It's gonna open a can of worms.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think leave it as a chapter in the book and move on to the next new chapter.
Yeah, like you don't even know what you expect from the conversation, so why?
Yeah, you're answering your own question.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to come out of it, so.
And like sometimes it's sad because you're like, oh, they would have been a friend and all. Like we had a great time, but like some people are just meant to be a chapter in your book.
Yeah, that came and left, taught you something,
and was a dickhead.
Yeah, and also slept with someone while you were seeing each other. So
yeah,
fuck him.
Yeah,
Don't care how he's getting on, Canada.
Yeah. It's like, do you really want to know if he's gotten on, or do you want to talk to him again?
Yeah.
Do you know, there's two different things there, and it's like you're probably maybe just feeling a little bit vulnerable or a bit bored. Like, do you ever get bored and you just want to be like
texting someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're used to talking to someone all the time, you have nobody for a while. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What am I meant to do? Text my mum?
But like someone who done that to you, I suppose, when you were
seeing each other,
is like, do you want to know how they are? Do you care? Do you want to give them satisfaction? I always think of it like how
think
would
of
they
him sitting
feel?
there, him sitting there getting that message off you, he'd be smug as fuck.
Oh yeah, or tell his friends she have to text me like,
no,
fuck off. No, don't even give him.
Let him wonder about you.
Yeah,
let him think, oh God, I wonder how she's getting on.
Yeah,
because he definitely is.
Yeah, definitely. Let him. No, you should live rent free in his head.
Yes,
without you text.
Yeah, so I think just leave it as a chapter closed.
Yeah. I think your closure will be giving yourself closure.
Yeah.
Because talking to him is going to be like, you're going to be left head wrecked, I think.
You don't need him to say anything to you.
No.
You know you're worth yourself and stuff, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck him.
We love you. Don't text him. Thank you. Hey girls, I need your help with something that happened over the weekend. A little backstory, I got together with my boyfriend in May of this year. We met in March. He treats me like an absolute queen. My family and friends love him and we have so much fun when we're together. I don't know where I found him, to be honest. He was in a previous relationship, but she broke it off with him in October of last year, so they'd split up since. When we got together, she found out I was not happy. She showed up to his house a few times while I wasn't there and we first started seeing each other, but there was a couple of times I was there and as we were walking into his house, she beeped her horn and shouted, cunt at us. Oh, she told him she wanted to get back with him, but he said no, which reassured me, and he proved to me he wanted to be with me and not her, so we would just laugh at the whole thing as it was funny at the start. But over the past weekend, me and him got into a little disagreement and he called me by her name. He told me that it just slipped out as they were all there, but it was argue, so when we were, it was unlike us and that's why it slipped out. Also, our names are quite similar. I know mistakes happen, but I feel like I'm constantly compared to her and this was just a slap in the face. Looking back, I don't think he had enough time to be single and forget about her completely, as she did break up with him, but there was a time she wanted to get him back. But there was a time she wanted to get back with him before we met and he said no, so I'm torn on how to handle the situation as I do want to be with him. I don't want her coming between us. The name thing,
I don't think take that too serious. I've done it.
I've done it, but not either the person hasn't realised or I've gone to say it and been like, fuck. But it's not because you're thinking about the ex. It's like you're just used to saying it.
I've done it, I think, like in an arguing situation.
Yeah,
Because I think
when you're not thinking straight.
Yeah, when you're so used to arguing with a specific person, you're just always saying their name.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're in when you're
Similar
arguing, things just come to your head as well.
Yeah.
So quick.
That's
So
a
you
name
just
similar
presume.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. If the name's similar. Like, I don't think take that too seriously at all.
No.
I wouldn't be overthinking the name thing.
And like the fact that he said no to getting back with her when you weren't even a thing,
That's kind of proving
that
something
shows
as well,
that
isn't it?
it's not like he's still thinking about wanting to be with her because he said no to her and then met you. It's not like he said no when he met you. Like, so I'd say like if he wanted to be with her, he would be.
I think you're overthinking it. Like, you're with him since May. We're in December now, basically.
Yeah. But I feel like that the name calling her just like set it off.
Yeah, that's made her overthink it.
Maybe
like.
she already felt like that, but then it's like that makes your mind go crazy.
Like she said, that's a slap in the face.
Which I can so get. I think if he wanted to be with her, he would. I always think like that. I know it's hard sometimes with an ex because even though you're with them now, it's like you still compare yourself. In a way,
you
which
do.
It doesn't really make sense, but it does. When you're in it, you're like, you have this weird thing about it. But like, if he wanted to be with her, he could be and he would be.
He could leave you at any
He could
time.
leave you. He would have already left you if he wanted to be with her.
True.
Is how I would think of it. And like, don't ruin
what you have now.
Yeah, try. It's so hard
I know.
when you're in it, but try not to, because when I've broke up with people before, that I'm like, why did I let stupid things get between us? Like that wasn't important. Like when you're with them, just be happier with them.
Be in the moment.
Yeah, and not think of their past, because that's not irrelevant, really.
No, yeah.
Doesn't
Has nothing
matter
to do with you.
Yeah,
You didn't even know those people existed.
It's not your business in a way.
You literally didn't know those people existed, so it makes no difference to your life now with him what they did. Now I know her coming up to the house. Imagine beeping the horn and shouting cunt at us.
Oh.
What? I wouldn't even know what to do in this situation. I'd run.
It's on my neck. I know.
But like, what the hell? Like, I know it's so hard. I know it sounds easy for us to say, like, and in your situation, if I was you, it would be so hard not to bring it up and argue over it, and like. But like Charlene said, if he wanted to be with her, he would.
I've always been told if I was ever like paranoid or something, like in previous relationships, they'd be like, I'm with you now. Like nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And that is true. Like if they wanted that person, they'd go back in time, but they moved forward for a reason. They're in the future now for a reason. That's with you.
Yeah.
Think of it from like, like BC and what's it like before Christ?
Oh, yeah, I don't know how they work.
You're Christ. So like before Christ doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean?
You're Christ.
You're Christ. You are now Jesus.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think I just try and focus on the two he is now.
I think time will help that as well. I feel like because it's very fresh. Is there such a new relationship? The ex is broken up less than a year. Like the more further you get away from that breakup, the better you'll
the better it gets.
Yeah.
And it really does.
The
get
more
better.
secure. Yeah.
I've been in a relationship with a guy for just over a year and seeing each other for almost 2 years. I've known him for years and we were really good friends before we started seeing each other. He basically lives with me since our third or fourth date and stays home occasionally and says it's to spend time with his family and to see his dog, which is totally normal. About 4 months after he asked me to be his girlfriend, I had a really bad paranoid feeling that he wasn't being loyal. So I went through his phone and found tons of Snapchat messages with multiple girls. But one in particular he was talking to on a daily basis and sending pure filth to each other. So of course I ended things. But a few weeks later I felt really lonely and shit and we ended up taking him back. Since then, there have been 2 more instances where I've caught him texting another girl on Snapchat or liking girls' pictures. I've told him how much I absolutely hate this on multiple occasions. On both occasions, I've taken him back. I've started doing things I swore I never would, like looking through his likes on Insta, etc., and watching his Snap score, which goes up when he stays home to see the dog. I feel insane. Now today, I found a girl on Insta and he's been liking her picture since July. He doesn't even know that I know yet. Part of me wants to confront him and the other half is saying it's time to give up on our relationship because he literally can't help himself. Also, the girls that he shows interest in are all complete opposite in looks to me. I just can't understand why he begs to stay and then does it over and over. I haven't even told anyone because I'm so embarrassed that he's doing this to me and I don't want to hear what my family and friends have to say about it, even though it's probably exactly what I need. Girl.
We're gonna tell you.
Oh. Oh. I've been there. Run.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, nothing will change him.
No.
Nothing will change him. Once you find all those messages, once he, like, if you tell somebody that something upsets you and they continue to do it, they don't give a flying fuck about your feelings. The whole Instagram, like, I remember begging somebody, please stop liking other people's pictures, and they just simply can't. Like, it's this, right? This is like an Instagram picture.
Just stop.
That's all you don't have to do. Stare at the picture, wank to the picture for all I care. Save it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you don't have to do. And if somebody is so incapable of doing that to you, something so small, that just
Tapping your finger.
that just really shows.
Yeah.
They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. And no one who can do that to you actually cares about you.
Yeah. And I know it's so hard to
Accept that.
yeah, and to think that now, like, they can promise you the sun, moon and stars, and he's begging to come back. They all fucking do. Like, he's begging to come back, but, like, I promise you he will never change.
Yeah.
And like, as much as you don't want to think of him with another girl or whatever, he'll do it to the next girl.
Yeah.
There's just some people out there who are just so
Incapable
of being loyal. They just want their cake and they want to eat it, and they always will, and they don't give a fuck who they hurt on the way.
Or how they do it.
Or yeah, exactly, or how they do it. Like,
and also it's gonna literally take up so much of your energy. Like, you're taking up your time looking at a snap score, going through his likes. Like, that's gonna make you insecure. And even saying the girls that he shows interest in are all completely opposite. Like, again, gonna make you insecure. Do I have to change myself?
Yeah.
Should I dye my hair to the colour that they
No.
have it? Like, that's gonna ruin your
of course it does.
mental health.
Makes you think that you're not enough.
Yeah.
You're like, why does he have to go? He's with me, but he feels like he has to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking he's an awful person, you automatically turn into, I mustn't be enough for them. I
Yeah.
mustn't be giving him what he wants, kind of thing. Like, don't be embarrassed over it. You've nothing to be embarrassed over. Like,
No.
what are you doing being a loyal girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Please don't take him back again. Please don't.
No.
No.
Please, like, honestly.
Like, you're even saying yourself there, like, you're doing things that you swore you'd never do, like looking through his likes on Instagram and all. You will drive yourself clinically insane
Yeah.
doing all that.
Yeah.
You'll drive yourself mad. That shouldn't be a relationship. You shouldn't have to look through your fella's likes and find people that he's liking and texting and
No. That's your boyfriend.
yeah.
Not for the street.
Yeah.
Like a girl's picture. Like, and even the text of pure filth. Like, if I read that, I think I'd be sick. Someone texting
Your stomach,
your fella, like,
my stomach's dropping now. Just
thinking of it, like, that's
just
disgusting.
thinking of
Like,
things.
that's someone who doesn't actually care about you. Do you want someone like that in your future? Like, you only think your future self, and right now it's gonna be hard to break up with them. It's gonna be devastating. You're gonna be so sad for a while, but in the long run, you're protecting your peace. Like,
And your piece is worth so much more than that. Honest to God.
you don't want to be. You'll find someone who you don't be paranoid over.
And think of how good that'd be to be with somebody thinking, I'm not one bit worried about what he's doing when I'm not around. Like, if you have to worry about what your fella is doing when you're not around, there is a problem.
Yeah.
There is something going on there.
And if he's like this early on as well, I'm like,
get out early while you can.
yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
while you're a year in a relationship. Get out early.
What's he gonna be like when things get a little bit boring? When he's get married, or do you know what I mean? Like, this is the part where they're meant to be.
When kids are involved and stuff, imagine that.
No.
No. I promise you'll be okay, but you need to protect yourself. Put your worth first. He can beg you for the sun, moon and stars, but he'll never ever change.
No.
If you've told him before, if you've caught him before,
And he does it again.
And this is going to sound horrible. He knows that you'll take him back, so he's going to continue to do it. And I've been there. So I can promise you, they will continue to do it if they know they'll get away with it.
Yeah.
You let them away with it once, they'll continue to do it.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, free pass.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do it again. She'll take him back anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I promise you. And that sounds brutal, but sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
And don't be embarrassed. Please please tell your friends.
Yeah.
If you don't even want to tell your family, I remember being embarrassed to tell my family.
Yeah. You'd
But,
rather just tell your friends. Like.
Tell your friends. Tell somebody, please, but do not be embarrassed. It's nothing to do with you. You're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly. Okay. Hey girls, I need your advice. I was with my boyfriend for 5 years and he was my best friend and biggest supporter. I can honestly confidently say he was extremely loyal the whole way through and reassuring and just amazing. Recently his dad suddenly passed away, which was so heartbreaking for us all. His dad truly was his best friend. They did everything and he told him everything. So as you can imagine, he's completely distraught and just broken. I've been so supportive of him the whole way up until recently. An anonymous account texted me and sent me a screenshot of him having a conversation with another woman which mentions her texting him first and asking for cuddles, etc. And he said, will I come up? As you can imagine, my heart is shattered and I'm sick with the shock that this boy would do this to me. When I confronted him, he sobbed his eyes out and begged for his forgiveness, and that he was dying to tell me and was so scared to lose me, and how it was the only one conversation. He doesn't know what he was thinking, and it's because he's not in the right headspace, etc. I haven't seen him since it happened and barely speaking to him. He's sending me paragraphs every day begging for me to forgive him and get back with him, and I'll do anything to prove himself right. Personally, I'm no walkover, and I do want him in my future. I'm stupidly don't think he'd do this again, but I need time to forgive and don't plan on getting back with him for a while. Now the main problem is that I can see how bad of a headspace this boy is in. It worries me sick. I don't want to be harsh and make him feel alone, as I'm the only one he talks to. I care about him so much, but he's family to me in a weird way, but I just can't seem to forgive him either. Advice.
It's like if the situation with his dad didn't happen, how would you handle this? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you think of it like that? But then again, on the other hand, you have to be a bit more cautious because the situation with his dad did happen and he is in a different headspace. Like,
It's kind of
well, is that an excuse to? I don't know. Does that sound mean of me?
some people, when something bad happens in their life, they like self-sabotage everything.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they sabotage the thing that they can control. So say someone dying that's not in your control.
Okay.
They've died, and then it's like they just ruin everything because they're like, I just need to like
Like, what's the point?
cause
Like,
chaos kind of thing. Yeah.
just so
And,
one
yeah,
thing rolls
So
after
they can,
another.
they can feel like they're in power or something like.
Oh, right. Okay.
And yeah, if they're feeling shit, they might think, oh, I don't deserve to have it and good, like throwing it all away. But it's kind of the same thing about when someone's in a bad mental health space and people are afraid to break up with them
Yeah, true.
because they're worried about them. But like at the end of the day, you also have to come first.
Mm.
And if you can't forgive him, and if you're sitting there upset and like he done something bad on you, like you need to think about how you feel over what he feels. I would think,
Yeah, true.
even though he is after going through a hard time, but like you're also going through a hard time, and it's
Yeah.
it's obviously different. A death and something cheating on is so different. But like you had to deal with him asking another girl to come out or to go over to another girl's house.
What does he mean? Will I come up like to her house?
Like,
did he go?
oh.
Oh no.
I think could you speak to him and like check in on him stuff without being back with him?
Yeah.
Be look, be like, look, I'll be here for you as a friend, but I can't forgive you at the moment. It's too raw.
Yeah.
He should understand that. Like, I'll be here for you. I'll talk to you about if you want to talk about your dad or if you're feeling shit. I'll come to for a coffee. But that's also you doing. Make sure he knows that like you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Really,
You're going out your way to do it.
you're going out your way because he was actually really hurting you. Like that's a complete lack of respect and a complete trust broke there. Like,
I wonder, does she think she can forgive him in the future? Like, and get back with him in the future?
yeah. Do you think you know if you can forgive someone, or do you think you have to see if you can?
I think you have to see if you can.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's like a choice to try.
Yeah, you try, and if it doesn't work, and if the same shit is just coming up again, like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. This is just sticky because of obviously the situation he's gone through with his dad,
Of course.
and like that's obviously absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
So that needs to play. I don't. But then again, I'm like, does it play a role in it? Well, like you said, it's self-sabotage.
Yeah.
They just
I think
want things to keep going.
I wouldn't say consideration, but like it does. You have to think of it, but like it's also there's not really an excuse either
Yeah,
way.
true. Like it's
People,
really not.
people's parents die and they don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's not like it's a
True.
thing that comes with it.
Yeah, it's a package. Like
Yeah, but it can happen. Like I don't know. I think see if you can talk to him in a friendly way.
and stay away from him. Do you think?
Until you feel like you want to forgive him. You have to feel like you want to do it.
Okay.
If you don't feel like you want it, if you don't want that in your life, you don't
Then
have
don't.
to.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you have to just because of this. But if you want to be there for him as a friend, I would say go ahead. If he really needs you, if he's really feeling down, he just be like, I'm always just a text away, do you know? But like also make him aware that you don't have to be in that position. You could literally never talk to him again
Yeah.
if you want to, do you know?
True.
So yeah, I'd say talk to him as a friend, be there for him.
Yeah. And
And
see how you get on.
if you feel like you can, yeah, and go from there.
The last one that we have then is, hi girls, I broke up with my ex over 5 months ago. It was a bad breakup and I'm still really affected by it. I don't miss him, but I do still cry most nights about it. Recently, over the past two months, I've been casually getting with another guy who I've known for years and I've been with before, although nothing ever came of it. I kind of got the feeling that he started to properly like me recently, but I know myself that I don't have the capacity for another relationship or even to gain proper feelings for anyone else since my breakup. He told me that he wants a relationship with me, but that's not what I want. I don't know what to say to him because I do genuinely like spending time with him and really enjoy his company. I think it's one of those situations where it's wrong time, but do I say it to him? Thanks so much, girls. You've been my rock since my breakup. My heart isn't able to have me sobbing. I'm too jet lagged for this. I love you so much. I feel like this is one of those things where like it's sometimes like this situation mainly happens on the boys' part.
Usually does, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So power to you, gal.
Yeah.
I think just say how it is. Like,
Yeah.
no beating around the bush. Like, I'm really not ready for a relationship, but I do like spending time with you.
Yeah.
Is that wrong? Because spending time with somebody leads to a relationship.
No, this is what usually happens, right? So someone will tell you they don't want a relationship, and then you're like, okay, and then in your head you're like, I'm gonna be the one to change.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them want the relationship.
That's always what happens. But like that's in a way your fault. Cause I've done that before.
Yeah.
And like, actually, it's always have I ended?
Have you?
Yeah, I think I have.
Did it work each time?
No, I don't know if it's happened more. No, I didn't. It didn't work one time. Didn't work.
Oh.
But like, in a way, you're me being in a situation like that and being like, I'm gonna change. I'm like, they told me it was my fault that I kept going.
Really?
I could have been like, oh yeah, look, I'm not gonna hurt myself and this.
Yeah.
But like, if you're choosing to stay in it, if he chooses to stay in it after you tell him, look, I'm not looking for anything serious.
Yeah.
You did tell him,
Yeah.
but he probably will want to change your mind.
He'll probably try to change your mind.
Especially a man will always try to change your mind. Their egos are too big.
Oh yeah. Can't kill a man's ego.
I don't think it's any harm having something casual, but just as long as people are on the same page, it's unfair if they're not on the same page.
Once both parties know what
Yeah.
they're getting themselves into.
Yeah. And who knows, you might like
You
this
might change your mind, and there might be nothing wrong with that. I know you're saying now that you don't have the head capacity for another relationship. That's fine, but in a few months' time, you might and be like, "Listen, this actually worked out for the better.
Yeah.
That we actually knew each other,
Yeah.
spent so much time together, really enjoy each other,
Yeah.
and this is 10 out of 10."
My last relationship I met when I was off men for Lent.
Lent, she says, 30
Lent.
days.
And
Or whatever. How long
then
is
I
Lent?
ended up with
I get this wrong all
40
the time.
days, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I told him, I was like, I'm off men for Lent, so don't try to be with me. And then we got together. But yeah, like sometimes the best things happen like that. But I think as long as he's aware, it's not fair like leading someone on.
No.
They don't, if they think that you're going to get with them and you won't.
Mm.
But as long as he knows.
That's not, yeah, what harm is it then?
What can you do then if he says,
If you
yeah, that's
both
fine with me.
enjoy each other's
Yeah.
time now,
Yeah.
what's the harm in still seeing each other once he knows she
Yeah.
doesn't want a relationship right now?
Yeah, once he's
Because
aware.
he'll think, right now, is she
Right
might in
now.
the future?
Give me 3 months.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, I don't think you're hurting yourself. But
No.
just be honest. Once you can be honest and open with him and tell him exactly
Yeah.
how you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think putting time into someone else after a breakup, like you're 5 months in, it's a good time to be
Yeah.
getting yourself out there again.
Getting
And I
the
don't
shag
think
on,
I
girl.
think I think you're thinking of it as if, oh, if this ends, I'm gonna be as sad as my breakup. Like you probably won't.
No, it's different.
It's different, but like you need these
this.
different experiences.
Yeah, you need this for yourself.
Yeah.
So think of you're doing this for yourself.
As long as he knows you're not leading him on in any way, then what harm?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can send in your dilemmas to our email address, which is homeordrink@goloudnow.com. New episode of Home or Drink Extra Juice coming out every Monday, and our main episodes are out on Wednesday. Thank you so much to Primark and Pennies again, or Pennies again, for sponsoring this episode. And make sure to like, rate, subscribe. And we will see you on Wednesday.
We love you so
And
much.
Monday. And Wednesday.
Yeah. we love you loads.
Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe to this podcast for free on the GoLoud app.